5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
June 2017. So this is the first ever Medborgerskabsprøven poem. It's full of FAQs as well. All right, round of applause. So Denmark is a member of NATO, and Denmark joined NATO in 1949. Question is, where in Denmark is Aarhus? Aarhus is in Jylland. It's not on Fyn. Sorry, it's not on Sjælland. So whoever got this wrong, now you know what you don't know. Next one. This is super competitive because it's an easy exam. So I expect that top 5 to move a lot. Let's see how it goes. Round of applause. You guys are quick. Next one. You've seen this before. All right, so there are 5 regions. There used to be 7 counties, and in the structure reform of 2007, those counties were reduced to 5 regions, okay? 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. All right, on to the next one. Combo breaker, 3 players just dropped the answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. Homer, yeah, I'll answer your question later, man. On to the next one. You've seen this before. Yes, so DA and LO, so Dansk Arbejdsgiverne and LO, which has been replaced by FH, are the parties involved in collective bargaining for wages in Denmark. 2 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. This is FAQ. This is also relevant for infos that's spawn. Next one. Okay, so the top 5 is moving a lot. That shows a lot of competition. 5th of May. You saw this in the previous Kahoot on Wednesday, I think. Let's see how you guys do on this. So 5th of May was the date that Denmark was liberated. So 5th of May, 1945, Denmark was liberated. So the Nazis left Denmark, basically. 6 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. All right, complete reshuffle of the top 5. At the moment, we have Aman, Piyusk, Homer, at number 1, 2, 3, Huber, 4, and Maina, 5. This was a combo breaker. 5 players just dropped the answer streak of 5. Sorry, guys. Next one. You've seen this before. All right, it's 10 years undervisningsplikt. 1 person got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. So the trick to passing Medborgerskabsprøven is just, repeat the previous exams. The test is 90%, 95%. Frequently asked questions. There's no current affairs and there's no Danish values. It's super easy. You'll be done in 5 minutes if you do that. Orange has the highest answer streak of 7.
Oh my! He's on fire!
We have 18 questions to go. And Homer, I hope what I just said answers your question. Okay. Okay, hopefully it's not the same guy that keeps failing this. You start getting SU at the age of 18. Okay, so now it's static, but the margins are slim. Everyone is over 7,000 points. Next one. You know the answer to this already. All right, round of applause. Super tight at the top. Menti is back in the game, 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. You know the answer to this as well. All right, you guys are doing really well. Still tight at the top. We're almost at the halfway point. All right, so it's the employees that choose a union representative at work, not the employers. 3 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. Mena moved up a notch now at number 4. Everyone else holds the position except Huber. 3 players just reached an answer streak of 5.
Excellent.
We've got 14 questions to go. You know the answer to this. All right, round of applause. Ty has the highest answer streak of 12. We're past the halfway mark, so if you guys get 100% explosion time. Not so frequently asked. Let's see how you guys are doing this. Okay. Yeah, 16. Must be at least 16 years old to buy wine or beer. Next one. Huber, again, on fire.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Not actually sure if it's a he or she, but on to the next one. I gave you the answer to this in the previous Kahoot. Hopefully you guys are listening, but let's see. You were listening.
Wow!
All right, explosion. Huber is moving up the ranks now at number 4. Oh, Huber is a he. Good, so I got it right. Okay, so Jin has the highest answer streak of 14. That's 100%.
Excellent.
And Jin is not even in the top 5. That's how competitive this is. Okay, so we have 11 questions to go. This is a no-brainer. All right. I'm guessing we're going to end up with a whole bunch of explosions today. Jen has a streak with 15 correct answers in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. You know what the answer to this is already. All right. Orange has a streak with 16 correct answers in a row. You guys are killing it. Keep going. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Keep up the good work. Orange has the highest answer streak of 17, and Orange is not even in the top 5.
Excellent.
All right, next one. This is kind of a no-brainer, but let's see how you guys do on this. Only one person got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. The amount of time you work depends on the contract that you signed. Next one. Orange is now in the top 5. Jen has a streak with 18 correct answers in a row. Okay, so we have 7 questions to go. Okay, this has changed. I'll explain after. Yes, so right now it's 14 members of parliament. This is from 2017. Brexit happened in 2019, and since then, Denmark increased the number of members in European Parliament by 1. So there are now 14 members of Parliament from Denmark. We have 6 questions to go. Okay, Aman is on fire. Aman has the highest answer streak of 18. Aman is number 1. We're past the halfway mark, so Aman gets an explosion. Aman, this happened to Aman in the previous Kahoot, but he ended up not being able to hold that position. So the 6 questions to go. Let's see if he can hold that position. Next one. Seen this before? All right, round of applause. Aman has done it again. Next one. Let's see how you guys do. This is not so frequently asked question. Or is it? I think I've seen this before. At least maybe 2 times. Round of applause. Okay, you guys are doing really well in this. Only one person got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Homer is now at number 2. Pius fell to number 3. Huber, Orange holding number 4 and 5. P. Azimi just hit an answer streak of 8.
Excellent.
We have 4 questions to go. Aman is still number 1. Wow, that's a lot of people, man. Okay, so the question is, which organization works for free trade between the member countries? And the answer is the EU. It's not NATO. NATO is a defense alliance, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. FN is Verenigde Nationen, so that's the United Nations, and that was created after World War II, so it's more of like a peace organization. The EU is more for trade amongst the EU member states. I hope that made some kind of sense. Well, 6 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. 3 questions to go. And Aman is on fire yet again. Maina is now in the top 5. 3 questions. No brainer. One person got this wrong. No, as a foreigner, you cannot vote in the parliamentary elections in Folketingsvalg. One of the requirements is that you are a Danish citizen. Okay. However, you can vote in the regional and communal elections. You cannot vote in the European Parliament if you're a foreigner as well. Right, 2 questions to go. Homer has the highest answer streak of 23.
Oh my! He's on fire!
We've got 2 questions to go. As you can see, a lot of these questions are yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Whereas in InfoSlat's poem, you'll ask for more detail. Yes, so Homer is asking, if we get super familiar with the previous exam questions and score 100% in them, do you still recommend reading the book and making notes in order to pass the exam? For Medborgerskabsprøven, I would say just do the previous exams, okay? Do the previous tests and make sure you're scoring at least 100%, 80% or more. And you don't really need to read that book. That's been my experience. So you can read the book if you want, but it's not necessary for Medborgerskabsprøven. However, for Indfødsretsprøven, that's a completely different story. Do not do that. Do not go that strategy. All right, so the last question. Homer is on fire, 24 correct answers in a row. Round of applause. Last one. Okay, let's see if you guys get this. Wow, okay.
Wow!
Round of applause. I wasn't expecting this at all. You guys get an explosion for this. Okay, so that was the last question. Let us see what that podium is looking like. Okay, Piyush, Homer, Aman held his #1 spot. We have Huber and Mena, 4-5.